All right, good afternoon, traders. Today is November 19th, 2024. My name is John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Thank you for being here. All right, let's talk about some charts. Let's go take a look at the markets today. Okay, so here's SPY. SPY gapped down this morning. Look at this gap. And we were, let me just say this. We were up here in the futures market overnight. We were up here at 589. And then they had this huge dip, all right? Took them down to like they were actually down to 583.50, way down here. Okay, so then price action just gapped down this morning. You can see the bulls came in. You see all the tails on the 10-minute chart. Well, guess what? Bulls filled the gap. They're like, no. We were consolidating bullish right here. See right there? See, we've got to move up and then held the higher ground right there. And then they decided to gap down, kind of said, it's a good chance bulls are going to probably fill this gap. And they did. They broke through the downtrend line. That was nice. All right. They broke through the consolidation pivot right through here. Today's pivot was 587.95. We broke through the pivot, came back on top. You can see right here, we consolidated on top of it. Here's consolidation right there. And then we consolidated on top of that. So bullish, whenever you see consolidation over prior consolidation, that's always bullish. Of course, a move up, all right, and holding the higher ground. Again, another bullish move up, over to the right, another bullish move there, all right. Then you had the nice wick back up right up into 591. So we got a gap up there. Around 591 area, and it goes all the way to 593 something, maybe 593.50. And we've got the all-time high anchored VWAP, all right, also sitting right here at 593.58. All right, so at the gap fill right up here. So I gotta say, I think they're going for that all-time high anchored VWAP at least before NVIDIA reports tomorrow night. So I really think we're going to be up there, maybe even in the futures overnight. We'll see what happens. You can see here's the open gap right there. Okay, on the 10-minute, into the close, 10-minute uptrend. So tomorrow morning, all right, all we need is a green candle over the pivot, all right, to take us up higher, as long as it's not a topping wick candle. Something with more wick than body and tail. Can't be a doji candle. Can't look like this. All right. And it can't be a red candle. All right. So if we got a decent green candle, let's continue this 10-minute uptrend into the close. Okay. Today was a trend day. All right. Because we were up over VWAP. All right. The price, the 3 and the 8 were all up over VWAP between the hours of 11 and noon. And we closed the day near the high of the day, which is pretty much what a trend day does. Closes the day near the high of the day. Okay, so there's SPY, 10-minute uptrend. Let's take a look at the 2-hour chart. Oh, that's a lot to look at. All right, 2-hour chart, we got ourselves a 2-hour uptrend. That's a switch. All right, 2-hour uptrend coming into the close, 10-minute uptrend coming into the close. Daily is still in an uptrend here. So we got an engulfing candle right here. All right, so we got lower low, higher high. That's an outside day. Engulfing candle, price action closing over the bearish trap and over the 17 EMA. Let me see. Let's pick up this one right here, put it on the daily chart. Let's go with SPY. Let's zoom in. Let's get down here. Yeah, we're up over the 17. We're up over the bearish trap. We're up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP, which would be right here. Okay, so we're up over that. That's bullish. Okay, if we go back to September 9th right here, put the quad lines in and drag them out to there. We're still in quadrant 4. Nice look there. So everything's still bullish about SPY. Actually, all of the Fab 5 are in daily uptrends, okay? So there's SPY on the daily chart. All right, let's just run through them real quick. QQQ. All right, same look, right? Got a higher low, higher high, closing over. Actually closing inside the bearish trap, but over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP up in quadrant 4. Nice comeback for QQQ today. Nice follow through up there. So looking for follow through tomorrow morning. All right, on all of the Fab 5. So QQQ still in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, hanging out in quadrant 4. We like that. That's still bullish. Okay, let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow, lower high, lower low, closing under a bearish trap, but over the 17 EMA, over a prior all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Stick the quad lines in, and all the way back to the 7th. Price action in the upper third. That's bullish. All right, so Diamond Dow still making higher highs and higher lows. Still bullish there. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM, what do we got? We got ourselves a, let me see the high. Outside day. Lower low, higher high, closing inside the bearish trap over the rising 17 or flat 17 there. Price action up over the 2024 high anchored VWAP right there. Okay, prior high anchored VWAP. So we bounced off minor support. See that? See that candle? See how it starts right here? So we bounced off of minor support. Like I said, that's something to watch. The bounce off of minor support. And you can see we're closing the day up in the upper third. That's bullish. So IWM back to bullish. Still not quite moving up yet, okay? See, it's been moving down. It's in an uptrend, but it hasn't been moving up. We did move up from this location, but all in all, we moved up from here just slightly a little bit right there. I want to see them wipe out some big red candles like that. Okay, so there's IWM, still bullish, up in the upper third. Let's take a look at FNGU. FNGU, killing it today. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish cross, over the 17, up in quadrant 4, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. They came dangerously close to taking out and making new all-time highs. You can see this about 4 days ago. See that wick? All right, I'd like to see them really get it done this time. We'll see what happens. FNGU closing in the upper quadrant, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, making higher highs and higher lows. Everything looking good on FNGU, and you know this thing can carry the market for a long ways, all right? So if this thing gets going, especially NVIDIA coming out with some earnings Wednesday night, if they start popping and then they all start popping, you know, you could see some parabolic activity. Hyperbolic to the upside. All right. So there's daily chart for FNGU. Take a look at our technicals. So we knocked on the door of the midpoint all day. Just knocked on it. Bears would never open it up. Okay. So we stayed inside the seller's chop zone almost all day. You can see we started out from the sell zone. The bulls threw us out here. And then we wound up knocking on the door of the buyer's chop zone and the midpoint. Bears just wouldn't open up the door there. But all in all, you can see making higher lows and higher highs. Made another equal low. Not quite a higher high, but the day's maybe some carry through for tomorrow. We'll see what happens. T2122. Stuck in the seller's chop zone today. T2123. More of what we had yesterday. Red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. Still got that hockey stick look going on. Right? Not liking that. See them move down and then over. See, we like it when they go up and they hold the higher ground. Well, this is the opposite. This is a move down and hold the lower ground. The only thing good about this, it's close to the upper third. Okay? That's about the only thing that's looking good about this. Being under the 15-minute 200, not liking that. Over the midpoint, do like that. Close to the upper third, that's about the only good news I could point out about T2123. So that means it's still acting bullish. We like that. Still making higher lows. Failed to make the higher high. I'd like to see him climb back up on top of this 200 SMA. I think I asked FNGU to do that. and they got it done. Maybe all I got to do is ask. T2123, looking for price to get back up here in quadrant 4, get on top of that 200. All right, same chart again, but this is the 3-bar time frame. 3 more red candle bars. You see that? Not what we wanted. We'd like to see three green candle bars. All right, but this is normal. Okay, a rest is normal. Okay, look at when we got up here before. Look how many days rest we needed. Okay, so we're right back at the same area. It's normal to have another rest again. Okay, so we'll see what happens. They're up over the rising 200 SMA. That's bullish. They're up here in the upper third. That's a little bullish. All right, just not moving up right now. T2123 FNGU. Look at this, climbing on top of. This is what I said need to be done yesterday. Got to get back up on top of this rising or flat 200 SMA. They got up there. Look at this, buying from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And I think a lot of that was sentiment coming into NVIDIA earnings. I think NVIDIA had a whopper day today. I think people are kind of lined up trying to buy some shares for NVIDIA, and that really made the FNGU pop here. And along with that came the rest of the market. So there's FNGU, all right, holding the ground up here so far, up over the rising 200 SMA. So there's FNGU. Again, popping off of, see right here, came right into minor support. All right, this is why it's good to know your minor and your major support so you know what you're looking for. Okay, so you see price action comes down into the minor support and bounces. All right, everybody loves a bounce. All right, so right there, back into the upper third, looking good. All right, now we want to see it consolidate over all of this consolidation. Okay, so this is what I want to see next. All right, consolidate up here on top of all of this consolidation. Okay, that's what I want to see. Climb up into there and consolidate over to the right and then pop out a new high. So there's FNGU. All right, we'll take that off. Let's go look at a few sectors. We'll start off with precious metals. All right, let me see which one I need to get. I want this one right here. All right, let's look at precious metals. And the first one, silver. Silver's in an uptrend. Okay, silver made not a real memorable day here, like a higher low, higher high, closing over. Bullish cross, but underneath the 17 EMA and underneath that 12-year high anchored VWAP and underneath this prior 12-year high anchored VWAP. So there's silver, still in an uptrend over the midpoint. Okay, still a little bit of bullishness left to that. Not much. Okay, it's in an uptrend, but definitely not moving up. Not right now. Okay, gold. All right, gold over the midpoint, that's bullish. Okay, finally getting a little bit of move up, again, over a bearish trap or a bullish cross. Higher low, higher high, closing underneath, falling 17 EMA. You can see they broke the uptrend here. Okay, they're up over the midpoint. Nice move climbing into the upper third. I do like that. But they are in a downtrend because they broke this low. So they are currently in a downtrend until they break that high right there. If they can break that high, they will be back into an uptrend. Maybe they can resume this trend line that they have going. So there's gold on the daily chart in a downtrend, but still acting bullish. All right. Actually, it's been moving down. Now it's going to start moving up. Okay. So there's gold. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG's in a downtrend because it's making lower highs and lower lows. UNG price action today, if they happen to take out this hilltop peak right here, they will be in an uptrend. Right now, they're in a downtrend. Price action today, not too bad. Higher low, higher high, closing over a bullish trap. For a downtrend, you don't usually see that. Okay, and over the 17 EMA. Okay, so UNG still in a downtrend. Let's take a look at USO. USO in an uptrend, but not moving up. All right, they broke this pivot high, so they created an uptrend. Ever since they broke the pivot high, they've been moving down. Okay? If they break this low, right here, they'll be in a downtrend. Right now, USO in an uptrend, but just not moving up. Today's price action helped out a little. Higher low, higher high, closing over the 17 EMA there. There's USO. Let's take a look at SMH. SMH back up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. I like that. SMH up into in the upper half or over the midpoint, like that. Need to see it up here in the upper third. Up in quadrant 4 is better. SMH still in a downtrend because they broke this low. So they're in a downtrend right now. So SMH in a downtrend, but still in bullish territory right here. Okay, so there's SMH on the daily chart. Let's take a look at XLK. This is our technology, putting in a higher low and a higher high. That's bullish. All right, so no downtrend there. So we have an uptrend. Price action today got like a higher low, higher high, closing inside a bearish trap over the 17 EMA. XLK still closing up here in quadrant 4. That's bullish. Up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, also bullish. All right, making higher lows and higher highs, also bullish. Technology still working out. Semiconductors, not so much. Let's take a look at XLF. All right, here's our financials. Financials doing great. I think so. All right, haven't made a new all-time high, but let's just look at the price action. I'll move up and I'll move over. Move up and holding the higher ground. I love that, okay? That's bullish. Up over a prior all-time high anchored VWAP, that's bullish. Up in quadrant 4, also bullish. Making higher lows and higher highs, also bullish. Move up and move over. Holding the higher ground, also bullish. Everything bullish about XLF. Trying to make out a new high. You can see it stabbing into that area, that void up there, trying to make a new high. So we'll see what's going on with that. That's looking good, XLF. All right, let's take a look at XLI. Let's take a look at XLI. So our industrials. Okay, industrials, if they break this low, they'll be in a downtrend right now, today. They're up over 2 prior all-time high anchored VWAPs. That's bullish. They're in the upper third. That's bullish. Making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish. Just not moving up. That's it. Just not moving up. Okay, so everything bullish. Still bullish on XLI. Still looking good. Still in an uptrend. XLI in an uptrend, XLF in an uptrend, XLK in an uptrend, SMH is not. Okay, let's take a look at XLU. The XLU is in a downtrend. Okay, they have to break this high to be back into an uptrend. All right, they came into a downtrend when they took out this valley right here and made a lower low. Okay, so that's a downtrend. But let me just say, for a downtrend, they are acting very bullish, suspiciously bullish. Okay, higher low, higher high, closing over to the all-time high anchored VWAP and a prior all-time high anchored VWAP, and up in quadrant 4. Still bullish here on XLU, suspiciously. Anyways, this XLU still looking good. Just in a downtrend, but acting bullish by staying up here. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. Let's take a look at the last one. No, 2 more. XRT. XRT, what happened to you today? All right, XRT was making higher lows and higher highs, so that's bullish. Was hanging out in quadrant 4, that was bullish. Now we're hanging out in the upper third. That's still bullish. Price action up over all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Like to see price action get back up here and just clean the top off of all these wicks up here and just blow it out of the water, up to 85, and then start a new consolidation channel up there. That's what I'd like to see. If you don't put it out there, you never get it, right? You got to put it out there. So that's what I want to see. Get up to 85, start a new consolidation channel. So we got a move that came from here and went up. Let's go a little bit thicker. Okay, it came from here, went up, and it went over to the right. That's sideways. So it went up and it held a higher ground for about 10 months, all right? Okay, the flag's looking longer than the flagpole now. It's time to make a move. And you can see the next move should be like that. Should be. All right, so we'll see what happens. I think they can get it done. I would like to see consolidation over the prior consolidation. That would look real good on the XRT flag. All right, so that's what we got for XRT. Still looking bullish here, just not moving up. All right, you can see if we drill down in here, let's get in there and take a look. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in a row, and something that could have been a red day along with another red day. All right, so just not moving up. That's all there is to it. There's XRT. All right, let's take a look at last one. IYT, transports. Transports, making higher lows, higher highs. It's bullish. Transports, hanging out in the upper third. That's bullish. Making higher lows and higher highs. That's bullish. Up over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Just not moving up. Kind of doing the same deal as XRT. All right, you can see this. See all the red candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 candles, and some of this other stuff that probably could have been a red candle. All right, so that's it for the markets today, traders. Let's go over my trades. All right. All right, so what did we make today? All right. All the newbies in the room, what did we make today? Not too bad, 1,282. Okay. The goal is 1% of the account. So that's $250, right? Because that's 1% of the account. So you take the calculator, okay, 0.01 times 25K. All right, gives you, try it again, 25,000 times 0.01 equals 250. That's the goal, okay? Today, we made 1,282, okay? That's a whole week's worth of daily goals, all right? Right there, okay? So, nice work today, I think, on the trading. Didn't want to do that. Okay, so let's take this over here. And what did we trade? No, didn't want that one. Okay, this is what we wanted right here. So we did the 590 calls. Okay, so let's go back and look at the map. Actually, the chart. We'll go to SPY. We traded SPY options. Okay, we went down to the 10-minute. We're on this one right here. The first one, aggressive entry, price over 585.72. So that was right here. We took our first trade. And that was green erases this red candle. So we took our first trade right there, and we rode it all the way up to here. And we actually added a little bit here. And then the next trade was price over 589.09, which would have been right about here. Right there, 589.09. And then we rode that up to our target up there. Okay, that was the open gap overhead. So this was our target, was up here. Okay, the consolidation high gap fill. So that was our first target right there. And then we went over, consolidated, and had another breakout. And green erases red was our entries. So we played a variation on multiple different calls, okay, for this move up and this move up. And you can see what I played. I traded near the end of the day. I was trading some 0 DTE, 592 calls. Okay, I had some 593s. Yeah, had some 593s. Lost a little money on those because we never got going fast enough. Got some 591 calls. Those did very well at the end of the day, 0 DTE. All right, because I saw a path to 591. So we traded 591 calls, 596 calls that would expire in one day, 590, 590 calls that expire in 10 days. And I shorted, I had a hedge while we went through that pullback. And I hedged my 590 calls with some 592s while we had that pullback. And I covered those for, doesn't look like much. All I got was $9 right there. Okay, so that's what we got. This is my ending inventory. 5 of the 590s with some not underwater. I got some of the 593s that are underwater. Okay, and then I hedged the 593s with some 595s. Okay, they're also underwater. And then I've got, this is going to expire tonight. I had a put spread on. So that's it right there. $1,200 on a 25K account. That's a whole week's worth of profits right there. So I had a good day. I think all the traders in the room had a great day. All right. I didn't hear anybody say they didn't have a great day. Thoughts on Grab? Let's take a look. GRAB. Grab Holdings. Check it out on the daily. It looks good. It's just kind of extended. Look over here to the left. It's probably right up into resistance. Okay. So somewhere between here and there. It's got a little bit more juice left in it. 606. It should have a little more juice right up to there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Should get one more, maybe one more move up. That's a pretty big candle. Kind of iffy. I wouldn't go full size on that just to get the last move, only because that's the biggest candle it's seen in, well, forever. All right, that's the biggest green candle it's ever seen in the whole life of the stock. So I'd be real careful about that one. It's possible it can get up to there. If you get a 10-minute uptrend, you can play that 10-minute or 5-minute uptrend. And so you've got a 5-minute downtrend coming into close, 10-minute downtrend coming into close, 15-minute downtrend coming into close. If you got green erases red right there, just remember you're playing right up into resistance is a little bit higher up at $6. That's definitely bullish. This is definitely the biggest candle, the biggest green candle it's ever seen. All right. So I'm just giving you fair warning that that might be the exhaustion candle. It does have a little more room till it hits resistance. Okay, so if you want to play the 10-minute uptrend or the 3-minute uptrend, maybe even the 5-minute uptrend, and just get out when that 5 ends. That's a possibility. All right, just kind of day trade it. Might run till 11:30, and then crap out on you. And there's Grab's bullish. Let's go take a look back at the daily. Let's put in the all-time high anchored VWAP, which is right here in 2022. And you're up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's a nice sign. Let's see, you're up over the 2024 high anchored VWAP right there. So this is looking good. You do have resistance at 606. All right. MSTX. It's definitely bullish. And that's definitely bullish too. Again, just like Grab, you're looking at, okay, you're looking at the biggest green candle this ETF has ever seen. And all I can say is third green candle in a row. be careful. All right, same with grab. You see what I'm seeing? Third green candle in a row, biggest green candle at the end. It's not into resistance yet, but I'm just saying be careful. All right, so I wouldn't go into a buy and hold on this, not for me anyways, because I would want to pull back and see him retest the high. That's what I would want. And you said MSTX. Yeah, same deal. I would want to pull back. This is too hot. Let it cool off. Let it cool off, hit some minor support, and then take it up. It's on fire right now. Look at that. I mean, it's biggest green candle this chart's ever seen. Okay. Does that make sense, Bob? Robert, that makes sense on grab? You're welcome. Okay, traders, that's it for me today. All right. Hey, Brad, can I look at XRT again? Yeah, sure. Here's the retail sector. My chart ended in a long-tail doji. I don't have a long-tail doji, but my chart's been known to screw up. I got this green candle right here. And all that's left is right here. So that's what I got on the 15-minute. Your chart's different. I've seen my chart be much different too. Doji Hangman. Closed at 78.31. So that's up here. So I don't know what this candle is. You know what it is? They're including this candle. This candle is aftermarket. Okay, you can see there's the 4 o'clock. So really we closed up here. Right there. Okay, so your chart is correct. My chart is wrong. And it looks like, based on that, we have a candle with more tail than we do body and wick, which is a good sign for the bulls. Right up there. Yeah, my chart's wrong again. You're welcome. All right, traders, that's it for me for today. Okay, I had a great day. All right? I hope you had a great day. If you didn't have a great day, let's get together and figure it out. Okay? I offer my services, free coaching, and just saying, all right? There's no reason for you to leave me. I want to help you. I want to help you succeed. All right? Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody out there in digital land. All right, we'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock.